Hello everyone. This is 15th session of software engineering. By tomorrow or day after tomorrow, we will finish this syllabus, software engineering syllabus, and we will move to the next part, that is maybe a Python. Most probably we will start with Python Panda. Okay, very easy topic that is, or maybe database based on what I like most. Okay, so today we are going to through as per the syllabus software process activities. Suppose any question comes in your exam, write about software process activities, then you have to write these 4 points: software specification, software design and development, software validation, and software evaluation or evolution. This means that the same thing what you have studied, again you have to change the wrapper and write in this way. This means in waterfall you already have studied requirement, design analysis and design, then you have implementation, then you have testing, then we have deployment, then you have maintenance, like that. So the same thing again will study in some different way, different style. The question will be same, software process activity. You have to write this ABCD. First is software process activity. This will involve these 4 activities, that is software specification, software design and analysis, then you have software validation, that is testing, then you have then you have software evolution or evaluation or evolution. This is the evaluation. Okay, software is or evolution is a common word, just use the one thing. Software specification means requirement gathering, that's it. Software requirement is a functional or non-functional need to be implemented in the system. This means that whatever you are gathering from the customer, it can be a functional or maybe a non-functional. Functional means providing particular service to the users. Whatever they are asking for the services from the software, that will be the functional. That is enter the user data, customer data, then create bill, then generate something, do something, show me the report. These things are functional. And non-functional means performance of the software, like if I click on print, then the print must be available to me within 3 to 4 seconds. In same ways, if I am looking for report, the report must be available to me within 1 to 2 seconds. Like that is called as performance of the software or the project. Software requirement is functional or non-functional. Functional will be types of requirement are business requirement, that is business peoples who are going to get benefit from the software, their perspective. Then we have architectural design requirement and design. Then we have system integration and requirement. Business requirement means just remember this in this way: BAS, that is business requirement, B for business, A for architecture, S for system and integration requirement. Business requirement is high level requirement that are taken from business cases from the project. This means that the high level requirements, the peoples who are going to get benefit from the software, the peoples who have invested their money, the business peoples. Suppose a Facebook has launched their social networking website. Okay, with the Facebook, not only the Mark Zuckerberg but their business partners are also getting benefit. The peoples who have invested in Facebook, those peoples are also getting benefit from the Facebook, so their perspective is also matters a lot. That is business requirement. Okay, then we have architectural and design requirement. These requirements are more detailed than business requirement. This is more detailed, means architectural means how the software is going to be designed, what will be the architecture, how the modules will be interact with each other. These things will be decided in the architectural model. It determines overall design requirement to implement business requirement. This means whatever functionality need to be added, provided by the business requirement, those things, and whatever else the customer requires, those things must be available in the software or the project. System and integration requirement, this is at the lowest level. This is the lowest level of requirement. Have the system and integration requirement. It is detailed description of each and every requirement. The requirement are in abundant details so that developers can begin coding. This means that system and integration requirement. Integration means adding between 2 different environment, like using Python and MySQL. That is also an integration. using Java plus something like SQL or Oracle. Those things are also integration. Some integration like how the modules, how the functionality, like you want a report of few customers, then those customers details must be merged, integrated to each other. Okay, those things related to integration of the integration requirement means how the functionality of the software is going to integrate with each other and produce the result as per the user requirement. Those things are integration requirement. The requirement are abundant detailed, means that how the modules are going to be created, what will be the functionality of each module, how the one module will be interact with other module to produce the result for the user. Those things, detailed information is available in the system and integration requirement, which helps developer to develop the code. Then we have software design and development. First is design. Software design includes, what it includes, translation of the requirement. Whatever we have collected here in this phase will be translated in this phase. Requirement, translation of the requirement is specified in the software requirement specification, SRS, that is software, whatever is mentioned in the requirement specification, those things will be software design will include those translation. Okay, into logical structure that can be implemented in means whatever the logical structure, like how the modules are going to be interact, like use case diagram we created, like, right? So what we are doing, one module and two module. After clicking on bill payment, the module or the functionality will move to the validating the his or her credit or debit card. If his credit or debit card is correct, then his money will be deducted and sent to the bank person. Okay, bank. In same ways, if you are canceling the detail, then your money will be refunded to your account. These things are integration, how the modules are interacting with each other. These things are decided in design phase. Okay, the output of the design phase is the design document that acts as an input for the subsequent SDLC phases. Means whatever the design output will come will be sent to the development phase to develop as per the design or the requirement of the software. Okay, development phase, this means that coder or the software developer will develop this software, okay, as per the design. Okay, the output of the coding phase is the source code. Source code means that proper hard code which is done on any software language, programming language of the software, that acts as input of the testing and maintenance. Whatever output will come from development will go to the testing and maintenance phase. The testing phase will include detection of errors of the software. Like after development of software, a tester will test what the fault is occurs or is happening in the software. Like is the software is following as per the business requirement or not. These things. Are the modules are interacting with each other or not, or generating report or not. These things will be tested in the testing phase. Then after testing, the software will be evaluated. Evaluation or evolution. This means that deployment and maintenance. Deployment means after the testing, the software will be sent to the deployment phase. That is, we will install the software in the customer's machine, or we will provide the software to, or the project or the system to the customer to use that project. Okay, then we will see that it runs smoothly on this system without any flow. Flow means any errors. Then it is considered ready to be launched. Means if the software or the project or the system is running properly in the customer environment, then it is ready to be launched to the customer, or it is ready to be delivered to the customer. Then we have maintenance phase. Maintenance means same thing what you do with your bike or car. Same thing will happen with the software. If any problem comes, or if you want any functionality to be increased or any functionality to be decreased, or instead of some functionality you want some improvement in the functionality, or these things will be done in the maintenance phase. Means every 6, as per the user requirement, you can call the maintenance guy. You can express your requirement, whatever you want to do changes as per your requirement. A new version will be launched and provided to you. New version means a new software will be launched and provided to you. Tomorrow we will have a version control system. Okay, in that we will understand GIT. Tomorrow we will have theory session, that is version control session. Day after tomorrow we will have a GIT session, means how the GIT software helps to control this version control, how they are performing version control, system functionality. Okay, that's all for today. Keep try to study regularly, because if you study regularly, then it will be very easy at the last moment. That's all for today. Thank you.